Dr. Time is trained by Fran Nimmo and Charlie Poste in Warwickshire for the Oldfields Partnership, a few members of whom are here, wise old heads they are, and I suspect they are probably, well done, you've ruined the bookmaker's day, landed quite a gamble. Was this a long-term plan you pulled off?
Look, I mean, he came from Tom Simmons's, where my brother is connected, and we had a lovely horse called Summer Sounds that's won 11 races for us, and Ben sort of recommended this guy. He was disappointing before Christmas round Kimble. Whether the tacky ground wasn't for him, I'm not sure. And then the last day at Maysmore was a bit of a disaster. It wasn't Alice's fault, but there was a false start. He stumbled, he missed the kick, he never went a yard, and Josh Newman was a chance booking. So because we came down here and we didn't really have anyone none of the home team wanted to come down, and I just said to Josh to be very positive, try and make his mind up. He's 9 years old. He spent a long time being a loser, unfortunately, and he lacks a bit of confidence and courage, doing the world of good. But he did a very impressive piece of work, Cornelius, 10 days ago with Dondium, who was mightily impressive up at Chadsley today, and I think he's a very talented horse for the future. And I said to Josh going out, I said, look, like we do fancy him to run well, and we're going to find out if there's a hole in him, because if his homework is to be believed, he's a horse with enough of a future to be winning a race like this.
In this
yeah,
fit.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, look, we're not getting carried away, but
so when Ben, your brother, recommended him, he was seeing a horse a bit disappointing at that level, but might just thrive at this level.
Completely the same as Summer Sounds. If you look at his profile, they both had little bits of place form, marks in mid-80s and low 90s, but it's difficult for them under rules. If they don't get that winning thread, they can spend a long time getting beat, and it doesn't do their confidence a lot of good. And look, with Summer Sounds from early on, he's won 11 points in the last sort of 3 years. He's been a star for us, and it'll be interesting to see if this does anything for this horse, because he definitely has enough ability to be winning his restricted and intermediate, but we'll see where he goes from here.
And confidence is meant all important, horses as well as humans. You know, once you get your head in front,
yeah, I mean, it's been.
You think it's quite good fun?
It's been a funny old year, stop, start, and we weren't quite sure we were with them, and we're very competitive, you know, and it was highly frustrating hitting the bar since we've resumed, and then you start questioning yourself, but we haven't changed anything. And all of a sudden, I mean, we've had 6 winners from the last 10 runners in the last week, and you think the job's easy, and it's not. It's a great leveler, and you know, James is riding full of confidence, the Fox Hunters, and since then he tells me he's doing nothing different. But like any sportsman, when your tail's up, he's going out looking like he could win on anything right now, and that's great for the yard. And like, all credit to Josh Newman, because he didn't know the horse at all, and he's taken what I've said on trust and delivered another very good ride. But he's a talented man as well. You don't ride a festival winner for Alan King, do you, without being able to ride a bit?
8-1 to 5-4. Is that you're completely poker faced when I say that? But the word obviously got out somewhere.
The owner made the plan, didn't he? You know, he wanted to come down to Fleet Park because he's down here having a weekend away, and it's nice when it works out, isn't it? Because it doesn't plenty of the time.
And your first visit to Fleet Park, isn't it? My first visit today as well. Isn't it magnificent?
It's idiosyncratic as a track, but it's the most beautiful setting. I'd like to come back here when there's crowds, because you're telling me they have 5,000 people and the party doesn't stop till next Tuesday, and that sounds good to me.
Excellent. Well done to you, Charlie. Josh is here as well, actually.